Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. I see Island Girl is in the house. Let me do a mic check, see if you guys can hear me real good. Because as you can see right here, we're gonna go ahead and get to the bottom of all this right here. So welcome, guys, to Unapologetic Real Talk. Okay, as you can see right here by the title, I say let's be unapologetically real about my channel, how it is suffering and most likely on the verge of losing it. Okay. But like I said, ain't nobody mad but the devil. Okay. Especially when you stand on your truth. Like I said, and I'm going to continue saying, ain't no changing over here. Okay. I saw where I went and did, Google it. You can go to Social Blade and you can see, the grades. And for, I don't know, whatever reason, that I went from a B plus all the way to a C minus. Okay. But like I said, this is exactly how it is. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about it because, it's sad when you can talk about all the foolish things of this world, all the foolish things of this world. But when you start standing on your truth, and you start, speaking, things that is going on around you, then, all of a sudden, hey, your channel sit there and get thrown way back in what I call the boondocks. But it's not just YouTube because I see, that YouTube are sending some of the notifications. It's our people. And we're going to go ahead and talk about it's our people too. People are smile all in your face and saying that they are for you. But some of these people, like I said, you can take it with a grain of salt. And we're going to go ahead and talk about all that. So I see Island Girls in the house, guys. Thank you. The ones that's in the bushes in the back, you could come out. Trust me. It's all good in the neighborhood. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, I am back. Let me make sure that you can hear me real good because every time when I come on live, it like things happens. Okay, so let me do a mic check again and making sure that you guys can hear me real good. Okay, I am back. I am back. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about all this right here. Like I said, hey, this is Edie Hill. If I am pronouncing your name wrong, charge it to my heart, okay? But yes, we're going to go ahead and talk about all the stuff that is going on, especially when it comes to YouTube. And it's just not YouTube. Like I said there and say, it's also when it comes to speaking the truth. And we already know we have to fight white supremacists on one hand, and we also have to fight our dog on people on the other hand. Long as we out there, acting buffoonery and coonery and tickling people's ears and tearing down each other. I'm going straight into it, guys. I am going straight into it. Then I promise you, you're going to get the clicks and likes, and you're going to be able to, get these notifications, and people going to share your live and, things like that. So like I said, we have to take accountable. Get your butt. I'm talking to this dog right here. Get your butt over there, okay? So in a minute when I come on, then she wants us to act up, okay? But like I said there and said, we got to take accountability as well. We have to take accountability of what is going on. Like I say, when it comes to social media, when it comes to these type of platforms, even though this might be our platform, but we don't own it, okay? We pretty much don't own crap. Pretty much don't own crap. But the thing about it is that we in everybody business, instead of coming together, learning how to organize and mobilize and start doing for ourselves, we don't want to do for ourselves because we stuck in what I call the place of Lodabar. Okay. And like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to sugarcoat. And the reason why they don't like me because I stand on my truth. See, they want people that's going to babyfy them. They want people that's going to rock them to sleep, but not in here. Not in here. Like I said, with or without YouTube, I'm still going to eat. I'm still going to have a roof over my head. Okay. I don't have to go around and tearing down people just to get clicks and likes. You ain't going to see no buffoonery in here. If anything, I'm going to preach the hell out of you. Okay. And that's real talk. Okay. I see Arnella. Yes. Arnella is in the house. She said, hello, real talk. Also, all and girls say, go straight for the Jagger. Yes, indeed. Also, Arnella said, my sister's, yay. But, like I said, in here is real talk. I'm not going to compromise. I'm not going to sell my soul for what I call a bowl of beans, okay? And that's what they want us to do. They want us to coonery and buffoonery and act a plum fool. But you're not going to get it in here. Like I said, yeah, I can entertain you, but we're going to balance it out. I'm not going to sit there and act like you guys want me to control me, because you're not going to control anything on here. Anything. Because if I'm going, trust me, you on your way, you hanging on a thread as well. But you see, we got a lot of people, especially when it comes to our people. We don't want to hear the truth. We don't even want to even know anything about the truth, because we knee deep in what I call the things of this world. Long as we dancing and acting buffoonery and tearing down each other, it's all good. Last night I was on the brother channel, just watching Sarnetta TV's 9. Then I might go and and just watch, seeing what's going on. It was a panel for the all brothers. All of a sudden you see a sister jumped up there. I started to jump up there as well and tell this sister off, but it had a brother that went ahead and checked her. Because you see, the thing about it is that we so quick to check each other. We are so quick to tear down each other. Like I say, when it comes to this Me Too movement, got us all messed up. Got us all messed up. And when this brother sat there and checked her, then she didn't know how to go ahead and handle it. Now she had a YT on her panel teaching her about her Black history. Like I said, you can't teach me nothing. The same ones that oppress and suppress my people, you think that they're going to be able to tell me what to do? But she didn't say nothing, but she yes sir and listened to all this, didn't say a word. But then this sister went ahead on Sanetta channel last night, jumped on, wants to check the brothers. Make it make sense. And that's the thing about it, why we are in the predicament that we are in today. Because like I said there and say, YT got us messed up. YT think that, hey, we don't need a man. That's why they was able to sit there and help push this Me Too. But I don't jump on the bandwagon just because you think that, oh, we supposed to all be together. No, you're going to be by yourself. Because I stand on righteousness. I stand on truth. When I see these people going one way, especially when they're not standing on the truth, I'm going the other way. Especially when it comes to all this stuff that is going on right now with this Sean Combs and Tyler Perry and all this other stuff. This is just a distraction. Get from back there. All that is a distraction. That's all you see is just a distraction. And the thing about it, they laughing at us. Because most of the people that put all this information, it does not look like us. But what we going to do? We're going to run. We're going to run with it. And I'm not into it. I promise you, I'm not into it. So if I got getting this channel down, then maybe it was not for me. Because I know what's for me. No devil in hell can prevail against it. And that's real talk. What's for me is for me. But the thing about it is that we want to continue sitting there tearing up each other. Yes, I could blame YT all day. But like I say, when it comes to YT don't have, and we got to talk like a freaking baby. When I'm talking about the white man, let me go ahead and just be real with you guys, because in here it's unapologetic real talk. But old Whitey don't have to do anything anymore. All he have to do is sit under his tree, drink his beer, drink his lemonade, and watch you fools tearing up each other because that's all it's about. We tearing up each other. Just like when it comes to the Sean Combs trial. Oh, you guys, oh, I can't believe how we sitting here calling this man a monster when we got monsters like a Hugh Hefner. He gets to die with his legacy intact. He was one of the biggest pimp on this planet, but he got to die. But now we got all these hungry vultures, YouTubers out there like a freaking minstrel show helping these people do their job. And the reason why they're getting all those clicks and those likes is because, like I say, they are embedded to Massa. But if I got to sell my soul for a bowl of beans, then I don't want it. I don't want it. Okay? Because we already see the minstrel show. We already see the public lynching. All this right here is what you see, what their forefathers was doing when it came to our people. A minute when they would even look at a white woman, especially when they see growth, when they see billionaires, when they see prosperity. Remember the Wall Street, Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Many, when we was building in our community, they came and they tear down and they use an excuse because someone looked at their YT bunnies. That's just was excuse. So now they just changing it around. They changed it around. How to tear down our brothers, when they get to a certain level in life. When we going to wake up? All you seeing right now is a public lynching. But the sad thing about it is when our own people do it to each other, make it make sense. See, stuff like this is not going to fly. Stuff like this is not going to fly unless I sit there and start giving you a minstrel show. Long as I'm giving you a minstrel show, oh my God, it's gonna run like bees on honey because we love gossip. We love tearing down each other. But like I said, there is say enough is enough. When are we going to get serious? They don't take us serious because we don't take ourselves serious. We always wants to go out there and blame Dottie Squad and everybody. But sometimes a man have to examine himself. Let us start examining ourselves. See, none of us wants to examine ourselves. Oh no, because we don't want to show who we really are. Some of us only can just be with us from a distance. And that's real talk. Hey, Vika, real. See, Vika is in the house. Look, look. I'm just. I just had enough. I promise you, I just had enough, and it does not make no sense. It does not make no sense at all because no way in the world that I would subscribe to anybody that I don't like. Now, when I was doing these stupid reality shows, Loving Marriage in Huntsville, oh my God, got a flood of people. People were sitting there saying, oh, I don't remember when you had viewers. I had plenty of viewers. I deleted all that, over 500 videos, because I decided I'm not going to continue tearing down. I'm not going to continue playing on the devil's playground because I see when it comes to our people, how the kingdom of heaven is suffering violence and we got to take it by force. These people can't take us serious if we sitting there every day, all day talking about people that's getting paid. These people that's on these reality shows, these people are getting paid. They are getting paid to put on a freaking minstrel show for you guys. So quite obvious. But the sad thing about it is that we take this serious because we need to start doing a self-examination of the ones that's watching all that mess. Half of them don't even have a life because if you had a life, nowhere in the world you would be going around doxing, harassing, and stalking people. Yes, I can get viewers if I go and link with my other outlets like social, Instagram and Facebook. I could get people to come on this platform right here. But the reason why I don't link all that together is because you guys love to harass and dox and threaten people. And it's sad. But the thing about it is when it's our own people that do that. It's sad when our own people that do that. We do the most. We do the most. But it's time for us to wake up. And it's time for us to stop wants to be entertained. And that's what they use us by because they see that we love to be entertained. We love to be entertained. Like I said there and say, old master is don't have to do anything no more because it's embedded in us. We are programmed. We are programmed to tear down. And long as we are programmed, they're gonna continue running amok over us because nobody wants to hear the truth. But God, there is a remnant that's sick and tired of being sick and tired that are saying right now, enough is enough. It's sad. It's sad how we don't want to hear the truth, but the minute when things happen to us, then all of a sudden we wants to go out there and blame Dottie, Squatty, and everybody. When you already saw you was heading to a brick wall, a dead end. You saw all that, but nobody wants to hear the truth. And the only reason why no one wants to hear the truth because they know when it comes to truth, the truth is going to set you free. Everybody wants to run off a lie. Like I said, there and say, when it comes to our silly shit, we know they do some silly, stupid stuff. We know when it comes to Sean Combs and Art Kelly, all these people, they wants to go on the devil's playground, knowing that the devil does not play fair. But I'm not going to help these people do their job. I'm not going to put my foot on their neck because they deserve a fair trial just like anybody else. And most of them, the reason why they behind bars is because now that we got what we call social media, it's a public lynching. But it's the sad thing is when we do it to ourselves. When we do it to ourselves, make it make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Absolutely, Island girl. Absolutely. And come out the bushes, Star. Star is one of my minds. Why she's in the bushes? You know, like I said, this is real talk. But long as you sitting there out there listen to all the foolish stuff of the world, they love it. They love it. Nobody have to hide in the bushes. Nobody don't have to hide, especially when you speak in the truth. Make it make sense. Enough is enough. Like I said, I'm not going to dummy myself down, not anymore, because I truly believe what I talk about, I am passionate about it, and it makes sense. It's no more than the ones that you sitting there giving the clicks and the likes. Make it make sense. I'm not going to sit there and shortchange myself because people love their ears to be tickled. I'm not going to tickle your ears. I'm not going to stroke you. I'm going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. Because one thing I know when it comes to the devil is not going to tell you the truth. The devil is going to continue telling you, continue doing what you're doing. But I'm going to sit there and tell you, pump your brakes. Stop tearing down each other. Wake up. Stop allowing these people to give you a few crumbs here and there when you could own the entire house. Enough is enough. They want me to come in and they want me to paint a daggone picture with butterflies and make it all beautified. No. Like I said there and say, the devil suffer violence. This kingdom suffer violence. And we're going to take it by force. We're going to take back everything what I call the cankerworms, the palmer worms, the locusts, and the caterpillars has taken from us. We're going to take it back. No more excuses. I promise you, no more excuses. Either you in or you out. Either you hot or you cold. Either you for me or you against me. That's it. I know who for me because if they for me, they'll be sharing my videos. They will be supporting my channel. I know who support for me because, like I said, they say all I have to do is go into my studio and see who are supporting me. Ain't no stupidness over here. Trust me. Ain't no stupid over here. I might look stupid, but trust me, I'm not stupid at all. And I know when it comes to my God, He didn't bring me this far to leave me. See, people don't want to hear the truth. The thing about it is that we love in being in our mess. We love it. Long as we out there tearing down each other. Oh no, I can't listen to Lady D. Lady D, she speaks too much truth. Oh, I got to watch her in the bushes because I don't want to be exposed to all that. Like I said there and say, honey, I stand alone. Even if I got to stand by myself, but the Most High God is not going to even allow me to stand by myself because, see, some people can go just for a distance with you. Not too many people going to go all the way with you. But you're going to know them. You're going to know who for you and who are against you. But I don't need fair weather people because I'm not a fair weather person. I'm going to tell you how I feel, whether you like it or not. Ain't no children in here. No children in here. The last time I checked the box that say 18 and older. And like I said, hey, it's not because I'm worrying about clicks and likes. I know what it takes. YouTube know I know what it takes to get clicks and likes. You know what it takes to get clicks and likes. But that's not me. Because see, I have to sleep at night. And I know when it comes to my God, He never saw the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. I don't have to beg for nothing. Because my Father owned the cattle on top of the hills. So if you think that I'm going to beg for clicks and likes for you guys to love me, you got to be crazy. Because soon in a minute, when you start letting these snakes in and letting these people all in your business, all they're going to do, just like they did before. So when mad day come, they're going to run and tell it all anyway. So why do I need those type of people in my life? I stand alone. Okay? And what God send in my pathway, hey, I'm going to love them to death. But I'm not going to sit there and cater to anyone. I'm not going to think that I owe you anything because I don't owe you nothing. All I owe is to love you, and that's it. But it's like I said, it's sad, especially when it comes to our people. I'm speaking to my people. How long are you going to allow, these people to sit there and allow us to tear down each other? But we don't know what is pure, what is good anymore. We call good evil and evil good. Oh, she's boring. How I'm boring? Just because I'm telling you people to sit there and get your tails up, wake the hell up. That's boring? That I can see what's ahead of us and it's not good? That's boring? Make it make sense. Just because I'm telling you how to come out of what I call the state of Lodabar. Stop allowing these people in when all they doing is sucking the life out of you. And the only reason why you can't receive it because you embedded with them. And all they doing is sucking the life out of you. Some of these people, even when it comes to our people, we have to start loving them from a distance because not everybody going to be able to come on board. Like I said, in here is real talk, unapologetic and non-biased. So if this mean that, hey, I have to lose my channel for standing the truth, then you can have it because I'm going to speak the truth. I'm not going to compromise because, like I said, I have to sleep at night. I have to live with myself. And anytime when you going out there and you assassinating and tearing down, ain't no good gonna come out of that because you reap what you sow. So if you out there reaping all the stuff that you sown, it's because of what you put out there into the atmosphere. Whatever you put out there in the atmosphere, it's going to come back, whether it's good or bad. And you wondering why so many people are being sued. That is not a good feeling when you taking your hard-earned money and spending it on attorneys. Like I say, the system is not messed up. The system is only doing what the system is designed to do, to how to have you to go out there and make the money just to put it back into the system's hands. Make it make sense. What's the purpose of gaining the entire world and losing your soul for it? It's not worth it. Oh, I got money because I can pay attorneys. That's the only ones that's going to get rich because that's the way that the system was designed for the attorneys, the judges to get paid off of you, off the back of you. They know exactly how to get the money out of you. But yet you going around robbing Peter to pay Paul. Make it make sense. Living from paycheck to paycheck. When I'm trying to give you a way out of this. Absolutely. Some of you got the love from a distance. But the sad thing about it is that you're going to know them by the fruit that they bear. You're going to know them. That's why I don't mind cutting grass to see who are the real snakes. Because we know we got a lot of people that got a form of godliness. Cheek and tongue will say anything, but their hearts are so far. Especially when bad days come, you're going to know. Long as things is going good, you out there, you tearing down. Oh, girl. They gonna flock to you like bees on honey. But the minute when you start waking them up, start speaking truth. Start telling your people you are the head and you're not the tail. You are above and you're not beneath. I don't want to hear real talk. I don't want to hear. Shut her up. Oh, she ain't gone. She ain't got no followers. Nobody support her channel. You watching. And you going back and you reporting and telling them, oh, don't watch her channel. I know. I'm not stupid. You watch it just to tell your silly sheep, so don't watch. But I promise you, what goes around comes around. Because whatever you try to do to me, it's going to come back and boomerang back at you. Make it make sense. Like I say, when it comes to our people do a lot. Do the most. The same hands that you extend out to them is the same hands that they try to cut off. But I still love my people. But it's sad when we want to tear down each other because we think that we got a seat at the table, long as old Massa giving us a few crumbs here and there. Oh, I'm eating. And you're going to forever want. You're going to forever living in what I call the land of light. You will never have enough. You will never be able to sleep. Because of the way that you are getting it. Ask Tasha K. And we still got people, they don't learn. Sometimes the Most High God allow things to happen to other people so you know what not to do. But you're still doing it. You're still doing it. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. But it's time for us to sit there and say enough is enough. Who's going to say enough is enough? How long are you going to allow what I call the cankerworms, the palmer worms, the locusts, the caterpillars to continue eating you up, sucking you up dry? That's why I do the videos that I do. like I said, I'm not doing it just to tear down. When you see me, especially with this guy in Africa, call himself I am Mawa, I'm not using that just to poke fun. I'm using you guys because, like I said, nothing new is under the sun. What you see is history repeating itself. How you allow these people to come in, don't have no attachment to you, no attachment to you, but you allowing these people the minute when they see something that they can get from you, they don't want you. All they see what you got. How long are you going to allow these people to take the children's bread? And that's all I'm saying. So when you see me doing videos, it's because, like I said, I'm trying to tell you to wake up. I'm trying to tell you to wake up. Because if not, history is going to repeat itself. And the reason why, because nothing is new in the sun. The sun goes round and round and round. And sooner or later, we're going to be back in what I call the state of Lodabar. So I'm telling you to shut the doors for once and for all. It's so disheartening how we always see the outsiders coming in on. I mean, they open the doors for them. At one time, I sit there and say, no way in the world. No in the way in the world that these people, a little small group of people, can cause so much havoc to our people. When we, from the beginning, we are Alpha and Omega. We've been here. We ain't just sit there, fell out of the sky or during slavery days. No, we've been here way before slavery, but we are asleep. And some of us are in a karma, don't want to come out. But it's a small remnant that is waking up. This is what you see, a spiritual awakening. And just because I sit there and say, close the doors, don't let them in. But what about the ones that look like us? Sometimes, just like they said, our own people can be our worst enemy. It's not the ones on the outside, it's the ones that's inside, our own people that looks like us. Just because they got the same skin, that don't mean that they all for us. But it's sad when we got to fight our own people to tell you you don't have to sit under the table, or you don't have to allow these people to give you a few crumbs here and there when you can own the entire house. But no, I like it in here. I like going back into my own vomit like a freaking dog. Some of us don't want to come out, but there's some that wants to come out. There's some that has a teachable spirit. So, guys, I'm about to go ahead and I'm about to use another platform which already has set up another backup because, like I said, I'm gonna stand on my truth. I'm not going away. I'm not going away, and you can't shut the doors on me because only. You see how they kicked me out? You see how I got kicked out, right? I just got kicked out. See, I just got kicked out, and the reason why I got kicked out because, like I said, they don't want to hear the truth. They want to see me shut down. But like I said, you cannot stop what God allowed. You cannot close no doors that God already opened. No devil in hell can prevail against it. No devil in hell can prevail against it. So, guys, give me a thumb up if you can hear me because I was kicked off of my live. I was kicked off. So, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. But like I said, it's real talk. See, nobody wants to hear the truth. This is real, guys. We are in a spiritual warfare. We are up against scorpions and demonic spirits. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth because they know once the truth get out, then it's going to set us free. But there are some people right now that say, look, enough is enough. Somebody got to tell it. So I say, Lord, here am I. Use me however you please. Use me however you please. Because at least one thing that I know, the blood is not on my hands. And what I see right now, I see history repeating itself. And if you don't want to go back into what I call a slave mentality, some people sit there and say slavery would never happen again. But if you don't shut the door, you're going back into what I call the place of a loader bar. And this time you are not coming out of. That's why I sit there and say, Lord, if they don't want to go, don't hold us back for them. Let them stay on the wayside. Just like I said, some of them just got the love from a distance. Yeah, I love you, but I got to love you from a distance. Because, like I said, some of us don't want to continue. We don't want to come out of this. The whole world can fall down, and we still wants to be on that trauma binding train wagon. We still wants to act like I'm not even going to say it. Get off the porch. Get off the porch and pull up your bootstraps. And let's start marching. Let's start coming out. Let's start rising up against what I call the state of Lodabar. Thank you, Arnella. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming in. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. But it's time for someone to shut the doors on these people. And when I sit there and say, we looking for the devil under our feet with a pitchfork and a red suit. No, the devil's looking you smack dab, causing much havoc. You opening the doors to them because you don't want to come out. You don't want to come out. I'm sitting there, I'll be watching, seeing all the stuff that is going on, how history is only repeating itself. When you watch that channel, I Am Mawa and his sister, that's a lesson learned of what not to do, or what you see history is repeating itself all over. Because you seen right now, nobody put a pow to their head. They let them in, roll out the red carpet, tearing down their own people to let people that's only there to be vampires, letting vampires in. All they are is vampires, sucking the life out of them. You don't see no attachment. They don't have no attachment when it comes to Mawa and Rosil. They don't have no attachment to each other. She only saw what he got. And when it came to him, he only saw the pink flesh. He didn't care if it was a young flesh or old flesh, long it was pink. But when are we going to wake the hell up? And to see how our own people, we were sitting there, used to get mad. And I'm going to close it out with this. How we used to get mad, and when, especially when white people, YT people used to come out and say, you guys, y'all sold out your own people. I used to be the first one. Devil, you is a liar. But yeah, some of us sold out our own people. They got the chief. When I sit there and show you those videos, it's not to sit there and because, oh, I'm just showing you to poke fun. No, I'm showing you what's going on, how history is repeating itself. I used to get upset when they used to say, we sold our own people out. I say, that's a lie. But now we've seen it playing out in the 21st century, how we saw the chief in a small rural area called Nabahansi in a small part of Kenya, a village, how the chief, they still running the old system. Their chief come in if they selling land. All they have to come with no notary, no appraiser, no attorneys, no nothing. Just you can come drunk, hangover, whatever. Show your thumbprint and put it on a piece of paper, and now your inheritance is gone from you. It's that easy. It's that easy. I sat there and say, if it was that easy, shoot, I need to sit there and start packing up my bags and going to Africa. They already sat there and said, we don't even need no visas or anything. But if land is that easy to just say, "Oh, I want to sell my land for a toy motorcycle." I went and I Googled it to see how much that motorcycle was. No more than $400 or $500. Something that a child will get on. A child. And sold his inheritance, sold acres of land. I can't make it up if I want to. And you might sit there and say, "Well, what that have to do with us, Lady D?" It got a lot to do with us because we gonna stay asleep until Africa wake up. And we seen brothers right now, right there on the land, right there in Africa, in Burkina Faso. He can't do it by himself. We are one. This is not a one-man show. We got a president right now call himself Donald Trump, saying make America great again. He's looking out for his people. And you are upset. You are upset because Donald Trump is looking out for his people. When are we going to look out for our people? When we are going to make Africa great again. Make Africa great again. Because we already know that everyone sat there and came in and ate the children's bread and left them desolate. Africa is the lifeline to everything that exists. Africa is the motherland. Without Africa, nothing will exist. No country, no continent, no one would exist without Africa. Everything was birthed out of the motherland. That's why everybody wants to eat. Everybody thinks they entitled. But it's sad the ones that's open the doors for them can't eat at their own table. Make it make sense. And just because I sit there and I use my platform to edify, to lift up, to bring awareness, to shine the light of what is going on out there, you're trying to shut me down. I just got shut down just now. Hey, stylist. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. So, guys, make sure you go ahead and share this live because we already know I am under attack. And the first thing I said there say, "Oh, you don't get no views." Well, I must be sitting there striking some nerves on some people. Even if I got 2 or 3 in here, I'm striking a nerve because quite obvious they want me to go away. They want me to go away. But like I said, you didn't give it to me and you cannot take it away from me. Only one that can take it away from me, and that's the Most High God. And that's why it's time for our people to start building up our own stuff. Because like I said, it may be our platform, but it's not our house. Stop allowing these kinkerworms, these palmworms, these locusts to set the rules when we could set the rules ourselves. We got billionaires. And that's why they always tearing down because when you get to that top tier, like a Sean Combs and a Tyler Perry, billionaires, they always go to the top tier to tear them down, and we help them. So in a minute, we start talking about black businesses, black owned, black entrepreneurs pouring back into black communities. Then you sitting there seeing that they got a little snow bunny coming in. Now we got a snow boy, a YT boy talking about Tyler Perry, tearing down Tyler Perry. Now what you seen? You seen so many YouTubers that look like me sitting there running with it. And that's what they want you to do. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing. So what they do is they put that cheese in the middle of the floor and they got you acting like a bunch of rats, like a bunch of vultures to start pulling it, tearing it apart. Oh, now we got a case because that's what you call a public lynching. Our own people. But the blood is on your hands. The blood is on your hands. You're going to have to take accountability. And soon in a minute, you see how these people don't play fair. These people don't play fair, but they help you to do their job. And like I say, you getting a little few crumbs, a little few clicks and likes. How could you sleep at night like that? How? But what they need to do is they need to take lesson from a Tasha K. Because I'm pretty sure that Tasha K had many sleepless nights. I don't care how she come out on live acting all buff and like she got it all together. But once she turned off that computer, I see right there in the spirit, and I am a true prophetess, crying her eyes out, bawling her eyes out. Because who wants a $4 million judgment just because they wanted to appease their audience? Make it make sense. And the sad thing about it is that we don't take notes. We trying to get to that tier Tasha K went to. But like I say, sometimes on the top, hey, much is given, much is required. It will cost you. Yes, waited until his new movie came out. Because like I said, that's what they do. And the only reason why they did it because he was at the BET award and said that he the only one in this industry, even when it comes to Hollywood, had made his people millionaires. Black millionaires came through him. And they didn't like that. Oh, Tyler Perry talking about black millionaires came through him. Oh, he's trying to take over Hollywood. And we already know when it comes to Hollywood, who controls it. We already know who are the puppet masters behind it, the ones that's sitting in our seat, calling themselves the chosen ones. And the minute when Kanye West wanted to expose them, they called them crazy. Our own people was making 101 videos talking about Kanye West was crazy when he was trying to expose that. See, the thing about it, we don't stick together. There's no unity in the black community. I promise you, they wouldn't have been as far as they are today if we would have came together in unity because of who we are. Long as they can continue keeping us asleep, long as they can continue controlling media. Media is the beast. It's not something that they told us some hocus pocus story. Social media is the beast. Look at who behind them. Who are the ones that's running that? Who running Hollywood? And see, they don't want us to tell our own story. They don't want black millionaires and billionaires because the program was for us to serve them. So they will make a few of us a little millionaires or billionaires. They'll make us long as we stay in our place. But the minute when you start talking about waking people up, just like when it came to Sean Combs, when he was talking about going out there and doing for his people, oh no, that's not the assignment, Sean Combs. You have to know your place, just like when it came to Bill Cosby. When he was talking about trying to buy NBC or one of them, those networks, oh no, that's not your assignment, Bill Cosby. We got something on you, even if we got to go back 20 or 30 years or 40 years. They make the laws up. They make it up. When you mess up, they make the laws and it's going to stick. And they're going to make sure that you got to go by every letter of the law. But with them, oh, they can bend it. The laws were set place, jails, incarceration. It was set in place for you to lock you up. They want you locked up. They look at you as animals. Just like when it comes to R. Kelly. They only lock R. Kelly up because he refused to give them his masters. And now they calculating his money in jail. This man worth billions of dollars. One of the richest entertainers in the world. Go and watch my videos when it comes to R. Kelly. R. Kelly is worth 3.4 or even more $billion. And they're trying to figure out how to get him out now because they want a piece of that money because they thought, hey, we can get it the easy way by, destroying him and, and trying to find somebody to unalive him. But listen to me right now, R. Kelly. Listen to what the prophetess is telling you right now, R. Kelly. What you need to do is go and get you a will because they're going to try to unalive you. And that's how I see it in the spirit. If they can't get you out, because they're going to get that money, whether you dead or alive. What you need to do is take that money, just like these YT people do, and how they give it to their dogs, will all their money to their dogs. Take your money and will your money to the loyal fans and send it to them. And the only way that they can be able to get that money if they pour back into Black communities where they're going to get schools, libraries, hospitals, the necessary things that they need in our Black community. Listen to what the Spirit of the Lord is saying, because you are worth billions of dollars. Pour that money back into the Black community. And that's real talk. That's real talk. So, guys, I am done. I had to say what I said, and I don't know. I might be on tomorrow. I may be out tomorrow. But like I said, you can't shut me up. But the thing about it is that it's time for Black owned. It's time for us to pour back into our own community. It's time for us to control social media, because we already know that's exactly what they use to pull a muck over us through social media. Got us acting like a buffoonery. Start investing your money in social media, because when you control the media, you got power. They know when they control social media, they got the power. But it's time for us to tell our own story. And absolutely, Island Girl, that's real talk. That's real talk. So, guys, like I said, you all be blessed. Share the videos, share the live, or however you feel, because we already know this is what I call a spiritual attack. And the only reason why they're attacking me, because I stand on my truth. I stand on righteousness. It may not be your truth, but somebody, they're going to receive it, because we already know the devil is not going to tell you to pump your brakes. The devil is not going to tell you to wake the hell up. The devil going to tell you to continue wallowing in your mess. And that's real talk. So, guys, you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day, because, like I said, ain't no stopping over here, honey. Ain't no stopping over here. I'm going to stand on my truth. And that's real talk. So, you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day, okay? Do it all and it won't run